Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestle Gambit. It's Wednesday, and that means it's time for Wednesday Night Dynamite. That is Dalitha. I am Travis.
Yeah, that's me. I'm Dalitha. It's Wrestling Gab.
And we are watching, it looks like Anderson of the Good Brothers and John Moxley.
John Moxley is out there.
This is for the championship. This is for the United States Championship of Japan.
Ooh, awesome. Looks like we have peeps in the chat. We've got Walter out there. We have Dilly Gwilliam in the chat. We have Jacob out there. And that is all for now. Tilly is from Wales, UK. Well, hello.
Hello, Wales.
Tilly from Wales. It's nice to see you back in here. It's been a while since we've seen you. Walid is in there. Yo, saying yo.
Walid? Is that Walid?
Walid? Sure.
Walid.
Walid. Sophie's out there. Says, hi, I'll be on this stream at 9 p.m. All right. We're going to be here at our time right now.
We are here right now. Hey, there's like a
Jacob
cowboy
says, hello,
picture.
Travis.
Hello, Governor.
Is this Fighter Fest? It is.
It is. It's night uno.
It is the night one of Fighter Fest. Exciting.
I don't know if we're going to have that Aleister Black match tonight or next week.
I don't remember.
I don't know if they told us.
Yeah, I don't know if they said anything either, like if it was on one night or the other.
This guy was the leader of the Bullet Club.
Right?
Over in New Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over there in New Japan. No,
all right.
he's not.
Damn, little spine buster.
Now he is part of a
faction, the Good Brothers.
Right, but that is a tag team. So in all reality, he shouldn't win this because he's not a singles wrestler.
He's not going to win the United States Championship from Moxley.
That's what I mean, though. Like, he shouldn't win it.
No.
Anyways, Waleed says Thunderdome is finally over, guys. Yes, it is. Jacob says I'm going for Moxley.
Look
Sophie
how many
says,
people are in the stadium. I'm so excited.
Sophie says, did you hear Mandy Rose got traded back to NXT for Aaliyah to go to Raw?
I did not. I saw some stuff, but I didn't actually read any of it, so I don't know how true it was.
Yeah, that's weird. That sounds kind of dumb. I highly doubt they did that. There's no way that they would send Mandy Rose to NXT. It's kind of a stupid thing to do. Roberto says, happy Wednesday. Hello, Roberto.
Hello.
I don't even know who Aaliyah is.
Hello. I think she is a... I don't know who that is.
You don't know who it is either? Okay.
I was trying to think that I did, and then I was like, wait a second. No. Yeah, is it the one with the really big butt? Nice butt that was with Robert Stone?
Oh, I see. The brunette. The taller brunette. Okay. She's not really tall, but she looks kind of tall.
I don't know if she's tall at all.
No, she's not tall. She just looks tall.
She's got the butt. Remember, because she replaced, what's her name? Chelsea Green, who had a decent butt.
Yeah, we have Thomas in the chat. Hey, Thomas says, hey guys, what's up? Not much. Just watching a John Moxley match right now against, what's his face?
Anderson
of the Good Brothers.
Anderson and Gallows, but no Gallows as of yet. He'll probably show up. They say those numbers too quick, or those letters too quick, so I can't write it down. W-I-G something. All right, Anderson slips out of that. I guess you're doing something. Are you looking up Aaliyah?
I'm watching it right now. I'm trying to listen to what you're trying to say.
John Moxley! Oh, pile driver! Is he a new dad yet?
I don't know. I don't think she's popped yet.
She was huge like months ago. She having like quadruplets.
Tilly says, happy Thursday, LOL, 1:15 a.m. here. And Aoife says, hi guys, how are yous?
You're doing
great,
fantastic.
Aoife, how are you?
Happy tomorrow for you too.
As Aoife says, same for me, Tilly. Thomas says, sorry I wasn't on Monday. Had my second jab that day. Yeah, you had your second jab, so it was got to you a little. Did you have some adverse reactions?
Working. That was a long time ago when Moxley won that title.
Oh.
Paradigm shift. Oh, I thought he was going to end it right there.
Ooh, elbowed him.
Anybody actually excited to watch this match? There's that diamond cutter. Or RKO out of nowhere.
I don't think you can call it that on here. I think they get mad.
Call it whatever I will.
Tilly's like, she had her baby.
Did she?
Thomas says, sore arm and a bit of a headache. Yeah, that's what I've heard. So that means that Brandy should be popping pretty soon, too. Is that you?
Baby's popping out. What you looking for?
No, the noise.
There's a dog somewhere over there that's making noise. That.
Maybe.
And drop right into a cutter. 1, 2, and... Oh, Moxley kicks out right at about, what, 2 9/16?
Yeah, that.
For all the metric people out there, that's about 7 millimeters. I don't know. I don't know the metric system.
I don't know how it is either.
There it is. Paradigm shift.
It is you,
End
isn't
it. What are you doing?
Are you playing with something over there?
Oh, a zipper.
Yeah, stop. I'm like,
why?
What is that?
There's no way you can hear that.
Yeah. I have this in my ear, and it's, like, loud.
I got this in that ear, so I can't hear.
And, of course, Jon Moxley retains his title as he should.
Well, yeah, there was no shot.
There was no shot?
Well, I mean,
No
Moxley
shot.
could have
Well,
had
because he's not a singles wrestler.
He could have had a heart attack.
He could have had a heart attack. Let's see. Aoife says, all good here. It's really warm at the moment, and I can't sleep because of the heat, but at least we have warmish weather.
Hey.
Is it really warm? Are you having a heat wave type warmth?
What kind of warm are we talking about?
What kind of Celsius degrees are we talking about? Walter's like, come on, Moxley. Jacob is like, you guys missed yesterday NXT. We don't usually watch it, Jacob.
Yeah, we
Tilly
don't do
says
NXT.
she had her baby. Thomas says Moxley is retaining. Walter's like, yes, Moxley won. And Tilly says had her baby on June 18th. Wow, she had her baby a long time. Long time.
Wheeler Yuta, huh?
Whoever that is.
It's that guy.
With Orange Cassidy and what's his name? Chuck.
Christian Cage, Matt Hardy.
Christian Cage.
Tonight.
They're like, well,
Penelope
we're friends
Ford
and know each other.
against Yaka Sakaki.
Sakazaki.
Is she the fun one?
Yuka Sakazaki?
No, she wasn't.
No, she's not. She's not the same
We
one.
get to hear from Hangman Page. You know he's going to have a huge fight here coming up with Kenny Omega. That's going to be exciting.
Thomas
if you're
says
into exciting
Anderson was
things.
a singles wrestler when he was in New Japan, in JPW.
Yes.
He was known as Machine Gun Carl Anderson, and that's what he had on his butt was Machine Gun. So he probably went back to that. Walter's like, Wild Thing theme.
Oh, he
funny.
wants a rematch?
Jacob says Cross made Joe tap out. Yeah,
I've seen that.
Samoa Joe, yep. Tilly says Brandy. Oh, she had her baby on the 18th. Oh, I see.
What, Brandy's already had a baby? I guess I don't get on Instagram, and that's where all this shit happens.
Or Twitter.
Yeah, but I never got on Twitter, and I still was up to date.
I
I've never used Twitter, ever.
never used Twitter either.
I have one.
Yep, they are correct. June 18th in Atlanta. They had a daughter.
Oh.
They called her Liberty Iris Reynolds.
Yes. It's not Rhodes. That's why. Because their last name's really not Rhodes. It's just their wrestling name.
Yeah.
It's because Dusty Rhodes,
Uh-huh.
he was with the Funks.
Uh-huh.
And they basically... He talked about where he grew up because he was the son of a plumber and his dad was not wealthy. He had no money. And back in those days, it was even harder if you were a tradesman. And he lived on a dirt road. So
Nice.
they called him Dusty Rhodes. Very creative.
Very creative.
But
They
it
spelled it
stuck.
weird, so it's all good. The last name.
Do you want one of those as a steak?
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And the bacon on
Does
top.
bacon go bad?
Bacon? Yeah. It can go rancid.
Okay.
Why?
Because there was bacon in here. And I looked at the date and it says 4:30 or something. I put it in that fridge, but I was like, I don't know if it's
You
still
would
good.
have to open it to know. Like, you can tell, like, is it, like, brownish looking? Like,
One of them is.
yeah. That means, like, the seal isn't sealed anymore. If it's, like, completely vacuum packed still, it's usually can stay good. But if it kind of lost some of its seal, it can go bad really easy.
Anyways, I put it in there. You can check it.
All right. Walter asks, are you guys going live this weekend?
Yes.
We will be here for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view.
And we're going to be doing a prediction show. I have not talked to Joe, so I don't know exactly when we're going to be doing
But
it.
it's going to have to be not on Saturday.
Yeah, I won't be able to do it at the time we have done it in the past. I guess we could do it earlier in the day, but...
I don't even know if we'd be able to do it Friday. And that's sad because that's when they're going to probably announce or do that final girl on Friday. So I don't know what we're going to do. Aoife says, it was only in the 20s today, but we aren't used to heat, so that's like a heat wave for us.
Right.
And the weather people are saying there's meant to be one at the weekend, but they always say that. They're like, it's supposed to be sunny this weekend. You guys are like, let's make some fucking plans to go do something fun in the sun. And then it rains and it's all gross. And you guys are like, oh, I guess we'll go do it in the rain. Rally's in the chat. Hey, Rally says, hi, guys. Glad Moxley won. I'm a Moxley fan, and I like Renee. Podcast is cool. She's a nice lady. So glad Mox won. Yay. Love stream. Thanks, Travis Talitha. Thank you, Rally. You're the people that make it what it is. Walter says Brian Cage will win, and Thomas says Starks is winning tonight because Team Taz turns on Cage.
Can you imagine?
I can't imagine.
It
I have
being-
no imagination.
It being 70 degrees and you can't sleep because it's too hot. Like, from the day. That's nuts to think about. That's awesome. I do not like the heat. So
me neither.
that
I'm
would
not
be
a heat
heaven
person.
for me.
I would be absolutely heavenly if it was only 70 degrees outside every day. I'd be like, this is the bestest ever. Oh my gosh, it has been getting down to like the 50s at night though.
Yeah, it was cold this morning when I went
holy
outside.
crap.
It
I
felt
was like,
cold.
this is so nice. I like walked out this morning to go to work and I'm like, I love it. This is so invigorating.
It's your sign to start getting ready for winter. It really is. That's a natural human.
It's like, ooh, it's a little chilly out here. Lovely. Lovely. Tilly says she had her baby on my birthday. Aw. I am
cool.
hoping Hangman will be AEW champion. I think a lot of people are kind of hoping for that. I mean, I'm not sure how popular Omega has stayed being the champion.
We've got live fans now, so we are going to see crowd reactions to things, and that'll dictate.
True.
No longer will it be dictated by Twitter and...
Stop playing with it.
Not just you do you.
I can't.
You said it here. It wasn't here.
What is it?
It's a sleeping bag or a blanket.
Oh. Put it back further so you can't touch it, you freak. My God.
Andrade!
Do you need a toothpick in your face?
Go. Just that. Look at this fucking guy.
Who is this guy?
I have no idea. He's got like a fedora on.
Eva's like, literally, that's how it goes. We have been told 4 times since the start of summer that we're getting a heat wave and nothing happens. Walter's like, Hangman will win over Kenny Omega. Ooh, boldness.
Tony Montana here.
The Death Triangle. Where is the Death Triangle?
Where is it or what is it?
Where?
I want
you to
give
give
them
them a message.
El Irio is looking for them. Okay? See?
Is this a new guy? They're like, well, we used to have that one guy, but we decided to replace him with this guy. Greg Cleary's in the chat. Hey, Greg says, hi, guys. Hello. Eva says, you guys should come to Ireland to get away from the heat. That's one thing you don't have to worry about here, right?
Spend my summers there.
Definitely. Tilly says, it's warm here. My dogs hate it. Yeah. Is it warm there in Wales? Do you have the same...
What is your temperature?
Do you have the same temperature and weather as Ireland does? You're not too far away from each other. Just out of curiosity.
I'm sure it's close to the same.
And what kind of dogs do you have? Because our dogs aren't too keen on
It
this
is
90-degree weather.
We get to see absolute Ricky Stark after suffering a neck injury.
Well, at least it wasn't too severe. I'm glad that they made him take time off to heal it up and stuff, but I'm glad it's not too. Thomas says where he's at in the UK, it's 14 degrees.
Wow.
And Thomas says, yes, it's boiling here. Get the windows open tonight. Aoife says, Wales is a few hours on a boat from Ireland, so it's probably the same. See, that's what I figured.
I was going to say it's probably close.
Greg says, we want to visit Ireland. Okay, yeah, so we have 3 German Shepherds, and they have like 4 coats of fur. So, they actually do quite well in the 99 to 100 degree weather
Not
when they're
Celsius.
outside. That's Fahrenheit, by the
That
way.
would be boiling.
So, they do pretty good. But Travis and I sometimes, we just make sure they have a lot of fresh water outside. And then we usually, we'll spray them down with a hose every once in a while if it's so hot. Usually we have wind on a constant basis. So if we have wind, it's really not as bad.
Right. It's 37.7 degrees here Celsius.
It's not. Oh. I was like, 120 degrees
No.
Fahrenheit.
It's all down here. I'm doing the math.
Oh. Yeah.
I used to be able to figure it out. Oh, look at that botch. He might have hurt his neck right there on that botch.
Ouch.
All right, we got absolute Ricky Stark. So this is a pay-per-view main event to me, and it's the second match of a card, so they've lost interest in Brian Cage. I don't know how. Maybe it's because he can't talk. But I thought that was the whole point of putting him with Taz.
Right? I have no idea. It's really weird. Ravi says, Wagwan peeps, what's AEW like tonight?
It is fantastic. We had Jon Moxley in the first match. Now we have absolute Ricky Stark in the second match, or Brian Cage, or both of them. And Carl Anderson was against Jon Moxley in the first match. It was for the United States Championship of New Japan Wrestling.
Geez.
Or IWGPR.
STW?
Yeah. Oh, power
Says,
slam.
It's about 15C here in England. UK, nothing compared to heat. UK and USA could not deal with that. Too hot. Aoife says, don't German
60.
Shepherds shed a lot, I heard?
Yes.
You could make 4 or 10 other dogs with as much hair as they shed.
I was raking mine with a rake today. Or combing it with a rake today. And I got so much hair. I was like, this is going to ruin my yard.
I thought about brushing them sometime before this stuff, and I was like, but then it'd be all over the yard. Terrence Jefferson's in the chat.
Hey,
Terrence
Terrence.
says, hey guys, have you seen AEW Botch's channel? I think the scariest thing I ever seen.
Yeah, they botched that right there. Not too long ago, he went to slam him and grabbed him by the neck. Brian Cage.
Great Clary's like, fuck, you can leave your doors unlocked. No fucking with you guys. I'm playing. Okay, so we have one that would probably scare the bejesus out of you.
Yes.
Because he, literally will just, if he doesn't know you, he will try to, he won't really bite you, but he sounds like he might attack you. But he's actually kind of a scaredy pants a little bit. But I think if somebody tried to rawr at him, I think he might go for him. Yeah. The other two would just be like, hey, what's up? You coming in?
I just need a warning.
Do you have food?
Just wake me up, get me out of theta, and I'll be fine.
Right? Eva says, imagine us people from the UK and Ireland went to America. We wouldn't know how to cope with the heat at all. And it depends on where you go. There's different types of heat, by the way, guys. So there's dry heat like we have most of the time. And it's high altitude dry heat, so it's a little bit different. You actually feel like you're closer to the sun. It feels like you're burning. It's really weird. And then you have different type of heat, like in Texas. I don't know if Chris is in here, but in Texas, the heat down there, it doesn't seem as hot, even if the weather is our degrees, because you aren't as close
And it's always warm.
Altitude is
You're
different.
you're acclimated to it also.
And you're acclimated to it, but they also have a high humidity. And a lot of people from the south, like Walter and Alita, if she comes in, and they're from the south area, and their humidity is so high that that it literally is uncomfortable. Like, if you're not used to humidity, which I personally am not. I am not used to humidity, so I would be like, I would die. It makes it like 20 degrees hotter than it is. So you literally feel like you're just wet constantly. It's really weird. So, I mean, there's just different types of heat in the States, depending on where you go.
But I could definitely handle Ireland's heat.
Yeah. I'd be like, oh, this isn't bad at all. I was like, ooh, hoodie weather? This is nice. Like 70s is like
70 as
and
their
flip-flops
high.
and shorts.
If it's 70, like I'm good. I could work out in the sun all day.
Right. Terrence says, hey guys, have you seen... Oh, I already read that one. Tilly says 2 border collies, a Cavachon, a miniature dachshund, and a 12-week Dalmatian named after Darby Allin.
That's
wow.
pretty cute. That's a lot of dogs.
That's a lot. And Dalmatians are like a lot of work.
I had some friends, and they had one, and it was so mean. Like, they had to always put it outside when they had company over.
Yeah, Dalmatians are kind of like aggressive.
They can be, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that they can be aggressive. If you acclimate them with kids and family and people and are very sociable with them, they usually aren't so bad. But they can be more aggressive than a dog you would think would be aggressive. Like a German Shepherd. You would think they'd be very aggressive, but Dalmatians can be more aggressive. Aoife says, what are your dogs' names? Are you talking about our dogs?
Yeah.
Our dogs are Naxos, Megara, and Argus. Those are their names. I'll type them in the chat. Ravi says, are small yappy dogs real dogs?
Yes.
Yes, depending
they
on
still
what
count.
kind they are. Yeah. When you seen a miniature schnauzer almost take down a jackrabbit, that's a real dog. And I know over there you guys have like hares, but you guys hunt. I don't know if you do personally, but you guys do rabbit hunts or hare hunts or whatever over there.
At least on the Disney cartoons you do.
No, it's actually a real thing. They do fox hunts and stuff too. But I'm sure you guys have like a really fast hare or rabbit, bunny, whatever you want to call it. A rabbit that's really fast. So over here, a jackrabbit has really big back feet, and it's very like thin and elongated, and it has really big ears.
Star got his foot up on the rope.
Not huge ears, but not as little as like a little cottontail rabbit or something. And they run fast, like fast.
It's not about their forward speed. It's about their sideways speed.
Oh, it is. Like, they can turn, like a 90-degree turn. Like, bing, and they're gone. Yeah. Desmond is in the chat. Hey, Desmond says, I'm here. What's going on, everyone? You know, not much talking about stuff.
Talking about rabbit hunting and
watching Brian Cage
wrestling.
Beat up Ricky Stark. His comeback. His first time back wrestling in the ring.
Since he broke his neck.
Yep. Walter's like, Taz doing commentary. Yeah, well, he has to, right? His guy's out there, and
both of his guys.
And he's having a fight with Brian Cage, so they're having a marital spat. Greg says just enough to grab your 12 gauge, Travis.
Yep, that's all I need.
Just enough to. Desmond says,
oh,
do you think
slip
the
behind him.
Match will be good.
Is he gonna powerbomb the big man?
Holy crap!
Look at the power of Ricky Stark.
Good job, bud.
He's absolutely strong.
Dang, I can't believe he got him and kept him up there for as long as he did, too. That's pretty good. Desmond does have a question. Do you think the coffin match will be good?
Absolutely.
Of course it will be, right? It's
Ethan Page.
Yeah, that guy.
All ego.
Walter's like, my day was good. Did errands and played Zoom bingo. Won 5 times. Damn, what is Zoom bingo? Does it just go by really fast?
Harbs is saying, don't cheat.
It's like, no. You gotta win on your own, buddy.
Stark is getting turned on by everybody. Uh-oh, an
I don't
F10.
think he's turning on him. I think he's like, you can't cheat to win. Oh, shit. Was that supposed to work like that?
1, 2, and 3. No!
We got
Star
out of
kicked
that,
out!
too? Damn. Desmond says it's hot in Louisiana. We stay in the 90s. No breeze at all. Out humidity, it's like 90%. Yeah, so it feels like it's 120. Walter's like, I'm okay drinking water in the South. Yeah, you gotta drink water or whatever to hydrate yourself.
Hobbs hit him.
Oh, that. Yep,
Look at that spear. 1, 2, and 3. Absolute Ricky Stark with a little assist from Powerhouse Hobbs.
Wow. Old Powerhouse
And he is the
Hobbs,
new FTW champion, by the way.
Oh. He won that FTW title, huh? That Taz made up. That's funny. Doesn't
Brian
says
Cage?
our low is 78, our high is 93. Greg says I'm a polar bear. 70 is good for me to swim. Eva says I was out in shorts and t-shirt today working like a few people who had a barbecue as well. As soon as the sun comes out, and we just activate a summer mode because we know it won't last long. Right? Eva's like, I love those names. I feel like they suit German Shepherds really well.
Thanks.
Walter says, come on, Cage, you got this win. And he didn't.
No, it looks like Cage is on his own, so is he going to turn and be a good guy then?
I don't know.
It's going to be weird seeing him as a face.
Right? Raul's in the chat. Hey, Raul says, hello, how are you? Great, how are you doing?
Hello. Uh-oh. Aleister Black, is that going to be next? Oh, Malachi.
Yeah, Malachi.
And we did spell it wrong. They ended up spelling it like a Hawaiian would.
Oh, did they?
Mm-hmm.
With a K and stuff?
K-I, yeah.
Not the Bible
Uh-oh.
saying of it, which they should have done, the Bible name. It would have fit him better, the Bible version. Greg says, I'm in Michigan.
Look how
Winter
good
sucked, but
Cody
it's
looks
been
in
hot
that
a few
white
times
suit.
this year. Yeah, where you're at, you get that weird, that lake weather. Tilly says, do you think AEW will sign Fuego? I hope they do.
I have no idea, but I do know that Cody has a pure white suit on. Can you imagine trying to just wear that?
No.
Only Todd Creasley could pull that off. Now Cody. Like, he's leaning on that table. He's probably got a dirty leg already.
I know, right? It wouldn't take much. I would put it on and it would be dirty. Like, just getting it on myself, it would be dirty.
I feel that way.
I don't get my point across. Who's bringing me a mic? I've got to get my point across.
Get him a mic!
He wants a damn mic! He wants the mic.
I love the suit, by the way.
It's very snazzy. It's very Floridian. Are they in Florida still?
Probably. Maybe next week we're going to get the Malachi.
Ooh. Greg says, I think I heard you guys talking. What was the deal with Vince and Black letting him go early from 90 Day to sign Vega?
We just don't know. I would assume maybe they just let him go without it. The 90 day.
Right. And Malachi Black, as we now know him as, is talking right now.
He's talking. He killed his horse. And then shot him.
Why would you put a bag over its head?
So so it doesn't see you shoot it.
I like it knows. so you don't see yourself shooting it, I guess. Raleigh says, it's live from Texas, tonight's AEW, just to let you know, guys. I was wondering where they were at. Thank you. I heard you say you don't know where they are helping out. Thank you.
I was hoping you'd say that.
I was hoping
the lights go out.
Ooh, I was hoping you'd say that.
Malachi!
Malachi's in black, and then Cody's in white. Ooh, it's like good and bad, but Cody's not really a good guy. Just kidding.
There he is! They're locking up!
Raleigh says, just helping you out, meant to say.
It's like
you did.
Like
awesome.
the preacher
Thank
man.
you. Greg says, okay, cool. Yeah, Vince is usually a stickler for that. Does that smell like Triple H to you? I thought you were thinking that.
It possibly is. But I did know that Vince said something. If people want to be released, they can be, and they can take that 90 days off. That was during the pandemic
next
stuff.
Is the Hangman Page.
Just coming out and talking, though. It's not the match.
Right, that's why I said it's up next of him talking. We hear from him. So, when Luke was in here last week or something, we were talking about this when he showed up, right? And he was saying that it might have been that when Alistair signed his original contract, that it was 30 days, and they never had him re-sign a contract with the 90 days clause in it. And so when he was let go, like that contract wasn't, like that 90 day wasn't in there. So it could have just been a contract with a 30 days no compete clause, because he was gone for about 30 days. I mean, a little more, but about 30 days. And so that, that was just something Luke had said that has happened. And so it could be, that they just kind of missed that one.
Yeah, if he was still under his NXT contract, then it would be easy to do.
Yeah, and that might have been it, right? So that could have been that he was still under his NXT contract, and they never redid his contract when he came up to Raw or SmackDown or wherever.
Like they did with Riddle.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, there could be some stuff that they just kind of missed, and that just happened, and, and maybe they just didn't mind. Maybe that was something that they were just like, whatever, it doesn't matter, And it could have been that he knew that was part of his contract, and before they asked him to, and maybe they asked him to sign a new contract, and he was like, no, I'd rather just be let go.
Right.
And then
I doubt any wrestler would do that unless they were already wealthy.
Right.
To be honest,
we don't know.
The money difference is a lot.
True. But we don't know. We could speculate till time's end, for any of this, guys. I'm just saying that, there's so many different things could have been in the background. Let's see, The Fiend is in the chat. Hey, The Fiend says, hey guys, just got out the tickets for SmackDown this Friday. So hyped. Good deal. So weird that everyone who debuts for AEW has to face Cody first.
Isn't that the truth?
It is the truth, but in a way, they don't always.
It's their initiation.
Sometimes they debut and they go and they are with they fight somebody else, like the one that's happening tonight. There's
Christian.
a couple. Girls match. We've never seen her before.
Well, yeah, she's not going to wrestle Cody. But yeah.
But there's a dude too.
Right.
That's wrestling tonight that we've never heard of.
Uh-huh.
I've never heard of him, and it's his debut, and he's not wrestling.
I don't know
Cody.
if it's necessarily a debut. It's a debut, but it's not. He's not in the company. He's a New Japan guy.
Right. So the thing of it is with Cody is that he said this in the very beginning, is that he always wants to give everybody a chance.
Look at Tully.
And I could see him having a storyline with Black because they're kind of on the same level.
Look at this. And he's all by himself.
Oh, jeez. He's an old man. In a red sequin shirt. Is that a tire iron?
Yeah, they're going to hit him with a crowbar.
Oh, a crowbar.
Whacking him in the head with it.
It's plastic.
Next time, it won't be
A
fake.
plastic one.
Suit jackets from like the 60s.
It's like he went to Sinatra and said, dude, I need your fucking jacket. Need your red sequin jacket, please. Thank you so much.
All right. We're going to be excited for this. Adam Page coming down.
About Triple H, I thought I heard it. It does sound like Triple H. Oh, Tilly says, "Gotta go. Bye, everyone. Have a great night. Stay cool in the heat." Well, thanks for hanging out with us tonight, Tilly. We really appreciate it.
Bye, Tilly.
Chris says, "That was me, Fiend. Just use different account." Oh, Chris is the Fiend. Oh, okay, good. I'm like, who is that?
bit me today, right here.
While you were playing?
Yeah, I had gloves on it. It just crushed like a nerve. So these 2 fingers have been numb.
Kind of numb. He does bite hard sometimes. You have to kind of tell him to be nice if you're playing with him rough.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we play rough.
Mm-hmm.
He's a dog. Rough.
Rough. Raleigh says 35 days after release he appeared. Black was under the NXT contract 30-day non-compete.
There it
they
is.
Forgot to put 90 days on his new contract. Whoops, lucky AEW getting him. He's so good. And I think that's another reason why they're kind of putting him with Cody. They're not pushing him towards a title right away, which is nice. He can like build his character, and Cody's a good person to do those kind of storylines with. So
there's a Pornhub sign out in the audience, but they changed like Pig Hub or something. I couldn't tell exactly what it is. It's right off to the right hand side. Literal day one.
Literal day one. What's even more funny about it is he's like an English teacher.
He failed.
He failed at it. Alita's in the chat. Hey, Alita.
Hey, Alita.
Jordan Williams is out there too. Hey, Jordan.
Hey, Jordan.
They're right. I still need that championship.
He needs that championship.
Cowboy shit, they're saying out there. A lot of people don't like it.
Oh, Callus showing up.
Ew.
Oh, they put the sign down. Look at the Bucks. Does he have a unicorn shirt on?
I don't know what he's got on. He's got a cat shirt on.
Is that a cat?
Yeah, on our shark.
Oh, on the rainbow, yeah. Those shirts are so much fun.
And with his weird splatter pants. Oh my god, his brother's like... Oh, Jesus. I mean, I know they're being goofy, but this is just ridiculous.
Look at their facial hair. It just makes them look funny.
They look like fucking... I don't know what they look like.
Anderson's not there, since he already wrestled and lost. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to say something right to his face.
Instead of wearing what he's wearing, he should have a fanny pack on instead of that belt. It would look better with this outfit. Poor Tony Schiavone's like, and I'm leaving.
So notice that the ramp does not go to the ring.
Right.
Like
yeah,
it normally does.
Well, they're in a different place, so it would make sense that...
Yeah, WCW did it all forever.
I wonder if it's just because of how they had to set up in this place, too. You know, that they couldn't do it because of how the setup is with the seats and stuff, maybe?
Makes sense.
What?
You know, even with the Dark Order, these Bucks still kick their ass.
Oh, well, yeah, they should. I mean, theirs, anyways. George says, hello, ladies and gentlemen. And Alita said hi to everybody. Chris says, I also want to meet Britt Baker. She is going to be at a convention here in Houston this Saturday.
Oh, that's cool.
Good deal, man. Raleigh said, there's a weird sound on your stream unless it's just me. Anyone else in the chat hear it? And Alita's like, what does it sound like, Raleigh? Raleigh like, it's stopped now. I said it. Looking forward to Summer Slam.
Did he say it stopped now?
Yeah. It said, it's stopped now. Now that I said it, it stopped.
The Dark Order did show up.
Yeah, because they do something.
Paige doesn't want to hide behind people.
I don't think he's trying to. Look, he's like, get out of the way. I'm trying to have a conversation.
Is that going to be tonight?
I don't know if he said for tonight, but I came here for a match tonight.
Right.
But that doesn't mean it has to be tonight, right?
Let's see when it's going to happen. Kenny Omega's going to give it to him. He don't dodge. They love these big matches in AEW. Oh, 5-on-5 elimination style.
No. I just want a one-on-one match with you for that belt.
But I'll take it. He's the number one contender. These guys. Who are these guys?
Someone in there.
Just some
10 and 5.
Reynolds and freaking
Shorty, what's his pants? Dwarfism dude? I don't know.
John Silver. I don't think his shoulder's back. Yeah. Cowboy shit.
Cowboy shit. Cowboy shit.
Kenny Omega getting
Get
up
some
in there.
cowboy shit.
He's getting in the ring with
Oh,
them.
jeez.
Look at the bravery of the champion.
But Raleigh says he's looking forward to Slammerversary. See who Deonna Purrazzo mystery opponent is.
I want to see who it is.
That night. Sorry, off topic, not AEW.
That's all right. I kind of like to hear Impact stuff every once in a while. Who do you think it's going to be? Her mystery.
Oh, he doesn't know how to count. He just knows how to say 1. That's weird.
But you lose your shot at the world title.
Travis says, Travis, if you styled your beard like Tony, you would look just like him.
Oh, nice.
Thanks.
I look like Tony Schiavone.
That's
That's
awesome,
I always inspired
Robbie.
to be as a kid.
Right? Robbie's like,
I do got the
"Gee,
earrings, so I guess it
what
makes
is the
sense.
outfit your mate wearing? This one? Looks
That's
like
your
it's
mate.
Just a black shirt.
It's probably Kenny Omega.
Oh no, that's all Robbie's people up there. All these people dress like that. I'm pretty sure that's how people in the UK dress.
Oh, whatever.
I'm pretty sure that's how they dress. I don't think they know how to style themselves. Robbie just made
whole
it
culture.
known to the whole world. Thanks for letting me know, Robbie, that you people in the UK do not know
What do you
how
mean,
to
you
dress.
people? It's our
You
ancestry.
think that polka dots go with stripes. I was like, I can still hear the white noise in the background, very faint. Oh, white noise. Riley says, yeah, hissing noise in the background. Not that loud compared to before, though. Sorry for moaning. Just thought I'd let you know, Travis Delita.
Right, I'll
Riley's
look it up.
Mickey James, Ruby Riott, Britt Baker, Deonna Purrazzo. Deonna Purrazzo. Opponent, wait and see. Interesting. So are we. Oh, God. They don't back
There it
down from a
is.
fight.
So is he in the Dark Order then?
No.
The Dark Order doesn't back down from a fight, so you're on. This is not a good idea.
I think it's dumb.
How in the world can they win?
How in the world did they go from him having a chance at the title to, well, you can if, but really we'll make it so you can't. It's like, what the fuck ever. That's just weird.
Right, but that's the thing. So, like, in order for him to have a match, they have to beat the Elite. that means, and it's elimination style. So not only do they have to beat one of the Young Bucks, they have to beat both of them. They have to beat Anderson, or not Anderson, but Gallows. They have to beat Cutler. Cutler's fine. That'll be easy.
Yeah.
But Gallows and Kenny Omega, they have to beat all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And have them not all lose. I mean,
Right.
obviously they can lose. The Dark Order can all lose. It can be 1-on-5. And then
True.
let Paige win all of them, but that's just weird. That shit really does stick, by the way.
That Gorilla Tape?
Uh-huh.
Better than duct tape?
Possibly. Probably. Depending on the duct tape, I would assume. There's
Right.
different levels of duct tape. But...
Robbie's like, hello, yeah, DS Brits get dressed in the dark. I figured as much. Alita's like, sounds like the mics. Robbie says, nah, Dia was talking about your mate in the matching shirt and shorts combo. Robbie's like, WWF matchup next. Oh.
And it
you
could
would
be...
notice that because you probably dress just like him. Good job, Robbie. You found your best friend and soulmate out there.
What I should do is go through this whole thing and delete everything and start over.
Again?
I've never done that.
Oh, we should. Just delete it all. Get rid of it.
That's what I mean.
Start
And then
over.
start...
This is the fresh new wrestling Gab.
Nothing would look different at all. I'd be like, what's different? I'd be like, I just uploaded.
Just find it. It's like an Easter egg hunt. Can you put it back to the chat so I can see it? If you're done doing what you're doing here, sorry. I just didn't want to keep looking at my phone. I can't see the tiny one. It looks about like that. A little blurry. Let's see. Robbie's like, D with the hella disrespect. You're the one that starts it.
For a whole group of people.
Like, you totally start this crap.
You people. Anytime you start
Totally
something...
provoking.
Anytime you start
totally
a conversation
provoker.
with you people, it never ends well.
I was talking about a whole country.
I mean, it doesn't end
How
well.
is that being mean? You know, they say the same thing about America.
Just because they do it doesn't mean you have to do it.
I didn't say I was. He started. He's the one that made the points about people's outfits. I just figured that he was making points about it because he admired it and probably was wearing the same one.
I wonder if Alexa watches that apartments.com commercial and then cries. Because there's a pig on it.
I hope so. I mean, aw. Sorry. I'm... Ew,
There's
let's
Chris
talk to him.
Jericho.
Blah, 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 blah. Talk, talky, talk. The
Five labors of Jericho.
Did he just say learned?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the buxom Amazons.
Ravi says, demand. And Alita says, I guess I scared Fiend away. Are you talking about the Matthew from Alabama Fiend? Because he hasn't been in here for a while. And the Fiend that came in a little bit ago is actually Chris. So, that's a guy that's been here all the time. Rob is like, D, I thought the Gab was a friendly channel. Did I say it was friendly? Did I say it was friendly to you? I don't think so.
It's a pretty friendly channel.
Whatever. You probably secretly love it. Like, write in your journal every night. Like,
What's going on here?
oh my god,
Oh!
that was so awesome, but I was
The
impressed
chairman
with
hit
that.
him right in the throat!
Oh, look, MJF's in there too. Alita says yes. Yeah, I don't know where he's at. Maybe he had stuff to do. I don't know, Alita.
He
I don't
comes
know.
in and goes. This has happened before.
We have flighty people. As Alita says, it's a fun channel. As it should be.
Is he gonna hit him in the back?
I don't know. Oh, he's gonna hit him
Oh!
with that elbow he broke or hurt before.
Good luck, Chris. Warm it up, Chris. I'm about to, because that's what I was born to do.
Those blue pillows seem very awkward on that couch. I just don't like it. It's terrible decorating by somebody.
Miggity.
Raleigh says they're in Austin, Texas. Sure, someone famous from there. Oh yeah, Stone Cold. Ha! Penelope Ford on tonight. Ah, so cute. Or Piff, whichever. Yuka Yanazaki, I think it is how you say it.
Yep. Oh,
It's
Matt Hardy time.
Yakazaki. Her last name is It's Yakazaki. You almost had it. Walter's like, Chris Jericho getting hurt, yeah, by MJF and the chairman out there just beating the poo out of him. Where I was like, D, and I subbed to your channel as well. How are you going to treat your viewers like this? You ask for it every day. Like every day you
I'm
come
hustling,
in with your
hustling,
sarcasm
hustling.
and you ask for it. That's why you said you probably love it. And then you go write in your journal about it every night when you're like ready to go to bed after you're done watching us. You're like, and tonight Dee was so mean to me, but it really, really gave me the thrill. I knew that I could have a bout of sarcasm, like fighting with her, because I know she's not really serious. Dry sense of humor.
Can't wait till Friday.
Walter's like, on Friday I will be here for SmackDown. 8 p.m. still here until 9:05. Yeah, Walter.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
One day, Walter's going to stay the whole show and just going to freak us out.
Like, he's going to be in the last 5 minutes. We're going to be like, go away, ruin the show.
Like, why are you here? Why did you come? Alita's like, ABC members are pretty much dead. ABC members? What does that mean?
I have no idea.
What are the ABC members? What you talking about? I have no idea.
Probably something we were talking about, but now I can't remember what I was talking about.
His nose is weird. It has like a weird dent in it, and then it like comes kind of straight out.
These guys have been wrestling each other for 23 years.
Really?
Every
day?
One long match.
Jesus fucking Christ, that's ridiculous.
This is the culmination.
Old Christian.
And Hardy.
Looks like a weirdo. His body shape is so creepy. It creeps me out. Him and his brother, or cousin, or whatever the fuck they are.
It's his brother.
You know, I do have to say, at least Christian looks like a normal person. Like, he has, like, normal features. He doesn't look like he's all cracked out. You know what I mean? Like, his face is actually normal.
All right, they're locking up, guys. Here again, another WWE main event style match.
It was like he was saying, warm it up, Chris.
Yeah. But ABC, it was Crisscross. I don't know who ABC is.
I don't either. I don't know who ABC is.
Unless we're talking about, like, Boys to Men stuff. Because I think there was a group, ABC, in the early 90s.
Yeah. I wouldn't know. Robbie says, do people still keep journals like the cartoon Doug? Well, I'm sure you do. Jordan says Christian always gets winded during matches. Oh,
and yes, journaling is an essential part of self-growth.
Yeah. Maybe you should try it sometime, Robbie.
Oh, what she's talking about is diarying.
Oh.
And nobody wants to diary that stuff.
That's what using a journal is, though, too.
But journaling can be anything from your planner to your to-do lists. That's journaling.
Mm-hmm.
Organization.
Also can be talking about your day. They call those journals, too, by the way. They aren't all just diaries.
And down! Right on top of him. Christian right off the top rope.
Just kidding, I have no idea. We have Ayla in the chat. Hey, Ayla. Hey, Ayla. Bitch, what are you doing? You got kids. What the fuck? Just kidding. Alita's like, I get them up. Sorry. I get them up.
Mixed up.
Oh. I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure ABC was the group that was with Boys to Men and Belle Biv DeVoe, BVD. And there was another group, and it was ABC.
Rally says, hope Christian Cage wins. Been a fan of him and Edge for years since I was little. Yakazaki was on AEW Elevation. She's good. First time I seen her myself, she won on Monday night.
I think she was in that tournament too, wasn't she? That they had for the women's title, the number one contendership.
Maybe.
I think she did.
She might have been in that. I don't know if we saw her, but her name probably was there. Robbie says, I learned something new
What is he
on the
doing?
Gab tonight.
Oh!
Oh, you learned your purpose in life?
What
Good
was
job.
it? What did you learn?
You learned your purpose. That's fantastic. Robbie's like, they sung Poison. ABC sung Poison.
That was Belle Biv DeVoe.
You lie. You don't know what you're talking about.
Are you sure
Robbie.
it was ABC? I mean, it could have been ABC.
Walter's like, the Hardy Boys versus Christian and Edge, good matches from WWF, WWE.
I can't. Something about her smile. Poison.
Bros against bros.
I love that
They
song. Now I
put
can't
bros
think of it.
before hoes. They knew what that really meant.
Who?
What Walter said. The Hardy Boys versus Christian and Edge, good matches from WWF and WWE. They're all
Right.
brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So, brothers against brothers.
Oh!
And I said they really knew the whole thing about putting bros before hoes.
Right.
Until Edge married what's-her-face. And then he forgot.
Matt's like the normal one and Christian's the normal one. They have like families and stuff. I mean, Edge has a family, but he looks like he's on meth.
He
And
looks
then-
like he's a crackhead.
And
from,
we
like, the
know what
trailer
kind of stuff Jeff's on. He's all sorts of substances.
park. He is a substance. Pico,
Oh!
Hey Pico says, guys, how come the first hour of AEW has me salivating and a whole 3 damn wasted hours happen every Monday night? I just don't understand it. Dude, it's just action.
I mean,
Stuff
I
happening
cannot
constantly.
believe the matches they've had so far. Like, these are all main event style matches. The 3.
As they should be. And this is like the dream of like you little boys, like, you know.
When we were kids, we were watching this match.
Like, oh my god.
21 years ago.
It's Christian.
Or was it 23?
It's Christian.
23 years ago this match was on.
Oh my god, it's Christian and Hardy. You guys are like freaking out. You guys are weird.
You know, both of them are the B side of their family's tag teams.
Yeah.
By the way. Matt did go on to Impact to make a big name for himself, but he was really never as big as Jeff.
Oh. No, that's
And
nice.
obviously, Edge is way bigger than Christian, but...
Right. Robbie says, not ABC, Belv.
Belle Biv DeVoe.
Robbie says D with clapbacks. Always. Alita says Criss Cross was founded by Dupree.
Ah, I did not know that.
Sophie says, hi, I'm back. I'm back.
Sophie.
I was watching Big Brother instead of AEW like always. Boo. I'm just kidding. How dare you watch something else?
Never trust a big button smile. That girl is poison. I was trying to remember it. There it came to me.
Chris says classic match right here, right? People you see all the time. Or back in the day. So it says about Edge Christian versus the Hardy Boys versus the Dudley Boys. That was a best 3-way feud.
Absolutely.
Robbie says, didn't Criss Cross wear their clothes backwards?
Yep. I want my pants to the back with a little slack. Because inside out, it's wiggity whack.
Oh my god, that's so weird.
I was in junior high running track, and I had that in my earbuds.
Your headphones, you mean? Because they didn't have earbuds then.
Yeah, they did.
Did they really?
Yes.
No, they didn't.
Like, there's some new invention. Like,
They didn't have earbuds.
okay.
They had over the head that went in your ears, but it still had the thing that went over your head.
So, still went inside your ear.
Yeah, but they weren't like these. They weren't like on their own little thing. They were on headphones that went over your head. Let's see. Walter says Matt Hardy still wants Jeff to come to AEW if Jeff WWE contract runs up.
I didn't hear you.
Oh, Walter was saying that Matt Hardy still wants Jeff to come to AEW if Jeff's WWE contract runs up.
Right, absolutely.
Oh, Raleigh says, I see Dupree there. Remember Rene Dupree, 90s WWE wrestler, French? There you go. Pink trunks. Sophie says, are you surprised that the Raw ratings went up a little bit from this past Monday?
Am I surprised? Not really. It just depends on what's going on in the world. And people always like those go-home shows to the pay-per-view. You always get a little bit of a spike. And some weeks people just don't watch, and other weeks people do. Like,
Yep.
even, when I wasn't doing this
right
show.
before a pay-per-view, and sometimes that's why people watch it, so they can see what's going to happen, and then they just watch the pay-per-views.
That's what I said. The
Oh.
go-home shows are always good.
Oh.
That's what that means. Was the pay-per-view stuff.
Let's see. Piccolo says, I was just out of high school. Yippee. Ronnie says, D always rude to me. Yeah, well, I gotta show you the love somehow. Alita says, ABC was the British version. Oh. James Sotelo in the chat. Hey, James says, so SmackDown will have fans? Yes, it will. In Texas. It will have fans. They are selling tickets. I don't even know if tickets are still available, but they were selling tickets. Sophie says, didn't Matt Hardy follow Jeff to Impact when he left the WWE the first time?
Yes.
Robbie says, D, not impressed with Travis's rapping. Sometimes it's just dumb. I know it's probably a song, but I don't know them. Walter says, okay, bye, guys. See you Friday, SmackDown. I can stay longer. Ooh, you're going to stay longer on SmackDown? Walter, you dog. Teaser.
Fantastic.
Jay says, are you two husband and wife?
No.
Basically.
Oh, basically.
There isn't a ring on a finger, but we've been together for 10 years. Might as well be. I basically call my husband when I talk to people about him because I'm like, my significant other?
The ball and chain.
I'm like, that's just too many words. I'm like, he's basically your husband. Piccolo says, my night is complete with Travis spitting bars, right?
I got to. I can't help it.
Chris says, I like TLC 3, Hardy versus Dudley versus Edge and Christian and Y2J and, Benoit.
The old crippler.
Lita says, those headphones are coming back in style.
Are they?
The ones where they go over your head but in your ears?
The wire ones?
They were like the old Walkman ones, or Sony. Sony made them.
That's what I had.
They were Sony's.
Sony is Walkman, I think.
Probably.
Sony
I don't
Walkman.
know if they are, but I mean, you had your Walkman and your Sony. Your compact disc player.
And it had the shock on it. So, like, you could move with it and it wouldn't skip.
Yeah, it wouldn't skip.
The ones before that would always skip.
Yeah. Rise like Travis with more bars than Snoop. So it was like,
I don't know
do you
about
see
that.
Jeff Hardy resign with the WWE? Yeah, he did resign with them.
Yeah, Jeff's already re-signed. I don't know. I mean,
I don't know how long his contract
I think it's through like 23.
Yeah, but also he had to, right? Because one, he got in trouble during his contract, so he didn't fulfill his contractual obligations. And so he had to kind of finish that out.
Uh-oh. These old men are going to do this.
Oh, God. It's happening.
Oh,
it happened.
They're going to fill that for a week.
Yeah, but at least they were safe about it. You know what I mean? Like, they were, like, very,
I guarantee they trust each other.
They were very conscious about their form when they did it.
2 and 3. No! Christian Cage gets that shoulder up.
Piccolo says, I think my mixtape from long ago had Vanilla Ice, Crisscross, and some 2 Live Crew.
Oh my gosh. Basically the same as mine.
Mixtapes.
Welcome
All these little youngsters out there don't even know what the fuck a mixtape is.
to the fuck shop.
They need to bring back shit like that. That's the kind of crap they need to bring. Not this vinyl crap. They need to bring back, like, mixtapes. Sophie says, people thought the Raw ratings would go down with the show that we got this past Monday. I didn't know that, but okay. So, Sophie also says, did you hear Stephanie said about the concept of the new sets for Raw and SmackDown?
I did not.
I did not hear anything about what Stephanie says. Alita says, look at the girl with the Daisy Dukes on. There's a girl with Daisy Dukes on? I didn't even know you could see a girl with Daisy Dukes.
I am happy to look. Where's this at?
Are there girls with their boobs showing? Because that's usually what Travis points to. CBP is in the chat. Hey, CBP, AEW or WWE? Also, hi. Both, because they're so different that you can enjoy both of them.
We watch both. I grew up watching WWF, so... But we watch AEW also on here, so...
Sophie says, did you hear
I don't
NXT will be moved to Sci-Fi because of the Olympics?
I did not hear that.
No, but that's funny.
Cage is going to get counted out. Look at him
Going
pop
back to
up.
their roots a little.
Just in time.
And
Right
he's
at
like-
9.
He's like, I'm not as tired as you thought.
Uh-oh. That's it! So he hits him with a kill switch right at the buzzer? Like... So he was knocked out. He got up and knocked him out.
I guess
Very
he
interesting.
was very like, I don't even know what happened. It wasn't even me. My body just did what it was supposed to do because I'm so old and I've been doing this for so long.
Reflexes.
Reflexes. James says, who is the highest paid wrestler in wrestling? Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I have no idea.
I mean, you got Roman, you got Miz. Trying to think anybody else that's right there. AJ Styles. John Moxley makes about $2.5 million. Who's this? Oh, MVP. Or not MVP. What am I talking about? Private Party.
Private Party VIPs.
VIP. That's what I was thinking.
Ah.
Oh, Jungle Boy. Luchasaurus.
Jungle Boy, the Luchasaurus out there helping with.
He's like, get some.
Matt Hardy's thugs. Thug people. His peeps. His crew. His little gang. His people.
Is that Isaiah Cassidy right there? No, yeah. That's the guy from Australia. What's his name?
Is the other guy from Private Party
Hybrid.
not around or something?
Isaiah Cassidy or Mark Quinn?
I thought both of them were there. And
right,
and then the other guy.
Right, that guy is the guy that is
the one that had the hat
from the Hybrid.
On.
Too.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name.
They didn't have a shirt on.
He looked like Eazy-E.
Yeah, he did have a shirt on though, right?
No. Okay. Not the guy I'm talking about.
And he had a hat and sunglasses?
Right.
Okay. But he didn't have a shirt on. He was the only one of them that didn't have a shirt on.
Bam.
The rest of them had shirts on. He lost because he wasn't being himself.
You can always tell true athletes and then wrestlers. They're built different because they work different muscles. He's a true athlete. And so his traps and his shoulders are really big.
Yeah.
And he's got a big, strong back and big legs. That's an athlete. Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Goldberg.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't work their biceps. Wrestlers, John Cena, The Rock. Although The Rock kind of has it all now, but
yeah, he's crazy.
But he does biceps.
Yeah.
These guys don't work on their biceps because it comes with the athleticism.
Right. Well, and you wouldn't really need to have big biceps.
No, they get in the way.
Yeah.
Like baseball
especially
players.
Holds and stuff like that.
Well, I'm just saying, like baseball players, football players, you don't want big arms. Like if you're a quarterback.
Yeah.
Right? But traps don't get in your way. Shoulders don't get in your way. That's ridiculous. And then legs, because that's your
Unless
base.
you look like Brian Cage, then it just seems ridiculous. I'm just kidding.
But those are biceps. That's pretty muscles. That's what they need is a big football player that didn't quite make it, Goldberg style.
Right? Ravi said, I had a Walkman where
it is.
there was no rewind button, and you had to turn the tape over and press forward button to rewind.
I also had that.
Right?
It had the 3 buttons. It had stop, play, and fast forward.
Ravi says mixtapes were banging back in the day, right? Like they were.
Did you listen to the radio and then push record real quick? Like you're like listening for your favorite song and then you're like, oh, and then hit record. Did you do that to get your mixtapes made? Or did you have the double tape and then you'd borrow some tapes from friends and then you'd try to link it up and then record it?
Right. Sophie says Christian Cage versus Matt Hardy. Did AEW go back in the WWE time machine from the year 1999 to have this feud?
Right.
Yes. Chris says finally Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss next to each other on the graphic for Money in the Bank. Why would you want them next to each other?
Because they're blondes, little, cute.
That's weird. I'd have them separated as much as possible.
Britt Baker.
Raleigh says, I used to have a Walkman long time ago. It used to skip when jogged, then made a new one, which didn't. Yeah, the good old day, huh? Alita says, 2 Live Crew. Robbie says, how old is Matt Hardy now? I think he's like 1,486.
He's way younger than the Jurassic Saurus, though.
He is way younger.
The Luchasaurus is like something like 65 million years or something.
Pico is like Alita flexing her freak Nick days. Free Nick days. Sophie says the ratings for last week's AEW show was a surprise to all the AEW fans out there. Chris says Christian wins, and CBP says in WWE top paid female is Becky Lynch.
Yes.
Like, yes, Piccola, I freaked with the best. Sophie says if John Cena was on the WWE roster full time, he will be the highest paid superstar.
Right. Brock Lesnar, John Cena, those two are going to make huge money. But I don't think they're getting paid full-time pay right now, so.
Right.
I'm off the menu. Because I'm special order.
Piccolo says it's nice Christian has backup. Chris says Brock. Rally says love Christian's finisher, kill switch or impaler in WWE. Randy Orton probably paid a lot. Kenny Omega, Roman, not sure. One of them probably. Piccolo's like, yes, Alita. Robbie's like, Sophie, I think Cena is still employed by WWE.
Jon Moxley makes more than any other wrestler on AEW.
Mm-hmm. Sophie says it's interesting that both AEW and WWE are hitting the same markets when they go back on tour.
Well, they have to go Texas. They have to go Florida.
They have to go to places that are open to having fans.
And Vegas is open too, so they'll hit there. I think Arizona's opened up. They'll go there.
Oh, poor Aoife. It's like, oh my god, there's a massive spider on my ceiling and it's 2 a.m. There's no one to help me kill it. Kill it yourself. It's fine. Just do it. You can do it. I have faith in you, girl. You can do it. Just get out the old shoe.
2 wins. Two wins.
Do it.
2 wins. So.
And then just whack. And then you'll be fine.
And do 2 of them. That'll relax your nervous system and then.
Just smack it.
Shoo it.
Ravi says full time. Piccolo says my girl cousins kicked it with Roy Jones Jr. at the skating rinks and the club back in the day. Oh, jeez.
That's fantastic.
Nyla Rose is out there yakking away. James Sotelo says WWE should have fired Oates and kept Braun Strowman. Otis and fired Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman just made too much money, guys. He was making over $1 million and they weren't doing anything with him. A year.
Yeah.
Not in his career.
One survives. Lance Archer not beat him. Lita says they tried to bring it back. Sophie says, do you ever see a WWE and AEW crossover pay-per-view?
No.
Robbie says, yeah, and had to tape the radio, right? Alita says, not yet, Sophie. Chris says, it's Britney, bitches. And
Britney,
Ayla's like,
bitch.
Aoife, hey! And Robbie says, yeah, if you wanted to record a tape quick, had to have high-speed dubbing.
Yep. The high-speed dub.
Ayla's like, hi, Ayla. Long time no see. How are you? Ravi's message retracted. Rally says, Matt Hardy, 46. Someone asked, Billy Gunn is it older? Anyone know how old? Question for everyone. If okay, Talitha, hope you don't mind. Nope, go ahead.
Go ahead. I would say 49 or 50.
Billy Gunn?
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying he's 54.
Ooh.
Sophie says there's rumors about Daniel Bryan signing with AEW. I don't know where that rumor came from. He wouldn't, because he's still working for WWE as okay. So Daniel Bryan was actually doing stories as a writer for WWE while he was wrestling. So just because he stopped wrestling doesn't mean that he stopped working for WWE. He isn't off the roster. He hasn't been let go or fired or anything like that. So just because we don't see him wrestling doesn't mean that he's not just behind the scenes. It says, right, it's been a while. I'm doing well. Hi, how are you? Ravi says, do you think Britt Baker is hot? No. I personally don't.
She's got a good body, but her face has work to be done.
I don't personally find her hot. Piccolo says, my Honda Prelude had a tape deck, so I had to get that tape converter with the CD Discman connected. Skipped maybe every 20 seconds, right?
You had to get like the shock, the dual shock one.
And it had a cord that came out of it.
The tape, yeah, and then it went into your volume control for your earphone. Your 3.5 millimeter.
Yep. And then you could play your Discman, but it would skip because it didn't have the...
Because the Discman didn't have the 20-second play ahead.
Yeah.
The dual shock or whatever it was called.
Eva says, I'm doing good apart from the spider. I'm stood here with a shoe waiting for it to come down. It was like hairspray and a lighter. No. Yeah, don't do that. Don't start the house on fire.
Or a thatch roof goes up. I'm just kidding. Everybody in Ireland has thatch roofs.
Aoife says, I literally have hairspray beside me. Aoife's like, oh my god, it's just doing laps around the top of the wall. I can't reach it. It's okay, calm down. Like Travis said, just
2 wins.
Quicks and out.
1 out. That's how you control your autonomic nervous system.
So if it's like, I wonder who is still a free agent from last year and this year in the WWE to show up on AEW or Impact next and ROH.
There's so many
There's
people.
so many of them out there that haven't signed with other places yet and stuff. So
I want to see Buddy Murphy. He's my next one I'm excited to see.
It's going to be interesting once they start going on the road too, because I have a feeling that's when they're going to start like adding more people. Ayla says, spray it. I bet it'd kill it. Maybe. It won't kill it, but it might make it so it can't move. Just would have hairspray on your wall. Robbie's like, Vicky with that screechy voice. Oh, I thought that was your favorite. Eva's like, I will try that when it comes down a bit lower. It's up like nearly on the ceiling. I don't know where he's trying to go. He's trying to find a hidey hole. He's like, I don't know if I like... He's probably more scared of you than you are of it. He's like, oh my god, what is that? Ah, it's got a shoe!
It's a giant.
It's a giant, it's gonna kill me! It was like, I had a huge hobo crawl across my face last night. I had to hold still until it moved. That's always fun.
Why would you not just brush it off? There's no way I'd let a spider sit on me. Although, I saw the coolest spider ever.
Sit on me before. And I've been like, alright, buddy,
Have you ever been in bed, sleeping next to a wall, and looked over, and it's right there?
Yes.
Like that close. And you're like,
hello.
why is it as big as my head?
And it seems like it is.
The hobos are like that big. You're like, oh, God.
It's going to bite my eye out.
Don't jump.
It looks like the spider, not the people. Haha, just so we're clear. Oh, if you spray the people and kill it? Probably. It'd probably do that too. Sophie says, I wonder with Mandy Rose going back to NXT, what does that mean for Dana Brooke?
I don't know. I don't know how.
If that's really true or if
we'll
that's
have to
just
wait
a fake
and see.
rumor. Raleigh says, nope, he's older than what you both said. Billy Gunn still wrestles every week on AEW Elevation. Well, then how old is he if he's older than what I guessed? If he's older than, what did I guess, 54?
Mm-hmm. You did, but he might not have heard yours.
Oh. Yeah, I guessed 54. So, Robbie says the makeup is bad on Baker, I think. So, they have to put a lot of makeup on these ladies because they're on TV, by the way. Just saying. A lot of the WWE girls have the same thing. They have, like, a lot of makeup on. Illa says the spider, not the people. Alita says we are reliving our childhood. The kids today would lose their minds if they had to go back. Yeah, without internet. Oh my god, could you imagine?
I can't even...
They had to, like, go outside to entertain themselves. Oh my god.
Can you imagine people going without the internet for like a month?
Oh my god, people would die. They'd freak out. It was like, I would have died. How did you not freak out? Oh, Ayla and her face spider. Chris says, hey Ayla, and Ayla says, because I'd rather not get bit, haha. Aoife's like, they bite? Oh yeah. Hobo spiders the spiders that we have are hobo spiders, and they bite, and sometimes some people have really bad reactions to them. Like,
you can
they
get staph
have,
infections
like, pustule
and stuff.
bites and staph infections from them. They can turn out really bad, and some of them don't, but some of them can. I mean, it literally eats your flesh.
I've been chewed on by one before. I was in the swimming pool and it was stuck in there and it tried to climb up my back with its teeth. And so it bit me from like the middle of my butt halfway up my back. Yeah. Like 12 times. And I was like, well, if it's poisonous, I'm going to find out. And they're not.
They're not poisonous, but they do have venom.
Everything has venom.
But
that's why I couldn't feel it biting me.
But it's not like...
You can't feel a spider bite, by the way, guys. So even if a spider was on you and it bit you, you wouldn't feel it.
Right. Most people don't have that bad of a reaction to them. Just some people and some bites you have a really horrible reaction to. It's really weird.
Sammy up top! Oh, lands on his feet.
Go to sleep. If I woke up with that on my face, that's me gone.
What?
It's like both the spider and the people, yes, they bite. Chris is like, no, Britt Baker is hot.
Her body is banging.
Okay, Chris, you can say she's hot. Sophie's like, once AEW goes back on the road full time, their deal with New Japan will be in full effect, unlike before.
I would assume so.
That's
also
awesome. So does that mean they aren't doing anything with WWE?
New Japan?
Yeah.
I don't know. You never know because Vince has big money.
Like, I know he does. That's
he
why
has other kind of money.
Oh
shit!
Oh, ouch!
I didn't think Sammy was even going to get out there.
Oh yeah, it's this guy. Sammy Guevara with this new guy.
I have no idea what his name is. They said his name right there, but I didn't hear. Yuna, maybe? I think it's Yuna. Yuta. Yudaho.
He is Yudaho. I mean, I don't think that's his last name, but Yuta. He's got a great future ahead of him, just so you know. Robbie says, with spiders, what I do is get a cloth and grab it and shake the cloth out the window.
I will also let him go.
Okay, so there's some spiders I will save, but there are some spiders I will kill. Like, I have no, like, qualms about it. I'm not like, a spider. I'm like, oh, a spider, you're dying. Or, oh, what are you doing in the house, spider? Get out.
Oh!
You belong outside.
Frog splash!
You're an outside spider.
One. Not even a one.
That's terrible. Robbie's like, D, I prefer your voice to Vicky's. Oh, that's really sweet, because they're about the same. Aoife says, he's just stopped now. I'm trying to convince him to come down. I hope no one hears me talking to a spider in my room at 2 in the morning. Like, come here, spider, spider,
Itsy
spider,
bitsy spider.
Crawl down the wall. Itsy bitsy spider got hit by a shoe.
That'll get him down. Just huck your shoe out.
Oh, Lita's like, don't like spiders. Most people don't. It's a normal thing for humans not to like them. Sophie says, I don't see the WWE pushing Charlotte Flair because her future husband works for AEW. I
don't know if they care about that.
She's a Flair.
Look at that, right into a cutter.
Ouch.
Picks him up. Big knee. GTH, they called that 2 and 3.
Oh,
Sammy Guevara.
Didn't even give him a chance.
Beats Uda.
It was like, they're going to think you're the pig from Charlotte's Web. He was like, ha ha ha, I wouldn't blame it. Sophie's like, now with both WWE and AEW on the road full time, AEW doesn't have to do their schedule that they have been doing since COVID with 1 week live, 1 week tape, 1 week live, 1 week tape.
Yep. Things are going to go back to normal. Nobody in there has masks on.
Raleigh says 57, Billy Gunn. He's 57.
Dang.
I was closer. I was going to guess a little older, but I was like, maybe I better give him the benefit of the
I
doubt.
honestly think he could beat up both of his sons at the same time.
I think he could, because they're kind of tiny compared to him. Ruby Riott, Buddy Murphy, Sarah Logan, Iconics, Eric Rowan, Kalisto, Santana Garrett, Killian Dane, Brazongo, and Sophie couple there.
How dickish is that? That was like a chocolate type of drink.
Ew, they just poured a drink on Tony?
Yeah, what
Why?
a dick
What did he
move.
do? They don't like him or something? They're just like, fuck you,
It's
dude.
QT Marshall, he's a douche.
Oh, he seems to be a douche.
Penelope!
I'm just turning my volume down while you talk about this hobo spider before I get nightmares. Sorry. I'm sorry. You don't have them, so it's fine. I'm pretty sure you don't have them there.
Penelope looks like a solid 10.
Sure. Lita says, I've been bitten by a recluse. Yeah, those are pretty nasty bites, too. Sophie says, how many people did the WWE release this year and last year combined?
Like 30.
Yeah. If you're counting just wrestlers...
And NXT.
You have to count NXT in there, too. But if you're counting just wrestlers, I think it's about 30, huh? Mm-hmm. 30 wrestlers. But if you're counting, like, the other people, because they fired a whole bunch of people.
Yuka
She's the magical girl. Yuka Sakazaki. That's it. It's an S, sorry. Yeah, you were right there, Raleigh. It was an S. I thought it was a Y on her last name, too. But it's not. It's Yuka Sakazaki. Maybe she is the one that was all hyper and, like, was flipping people off and shit that they got all mad about.
I love these Japanese girls, guys, because they get the crowds involved.
They do.
Because they aren't used to being on television. So
Nope.
They have to get every stadium that they go to jacked up for the match.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way to get big money is to do it.
Threw her like she was nothing.
It's called arm drag. This is going to be an interesting outcome because I don't see Penelope winning this.
Really? That's kind of mean.
When the last time you saw her win a match? Penelope's like a supermodel.
Ayla says, hobos are like bees. Some people react differently. My luck isn't good, so probably death. Ethan's like, it's moving, OMG. You're okay. You're fine. You're safe. You're in your safe place. Robbie's like, D, who's that you're with the homemade haircut show boating? What? What?
Whoa. Penelope rolls in, breaks the count, and then rolls back out.
Are you talking about the lady who's on the TV? I don't know what you're talking about.
She does look like she has a homegrown haircut. Look at
So
that!
some of the people the WWE releases, sure, I could see them come back to WWE, possibly.
Yeah, absolutely. Like
Couple
Sarah
of them
Logan,
might.
Ruby Riott, I could see them coming back.
Ayla says, I like cat face spiders. I have one on the porch right now. I check on often. Haha. He's like a 50-cent size. Oh, that's awesome, Ayla. That's
like
when you
those.
take pictures. Cat face spiders are the freaking bomb. I love those ones too. Those are the ones I make sure go outside. Like they're
I
outside
don't see
spiders.
those ones, yeah, inside ever.
Robbie says, D sings Kids Nursery Rhymes Volume 1. CBP, definitely not CBP on alt. Oh, you're CBP live. John Dwyer's in the chat. Hey, John. Hey, Travis and Letha, just found out that John Cena will return next Friday on SmackDown.
Yes, I would assume he's going to show up soon to start his trip to
Yeah.
SummerSlam.
It's creepy. It's kind of a creepy show. Eva's like, it's gone behind my wardrobe. I can't deal with this. Oh, no. He'll probably stay there. It's fine.
They don't hunt humans. You're fine.
Chris says, Sammy just used the same finisher as that Zoe Stark girl from NXT. It's warm. So he's probably like, oh, it's warm out here. So he probably came out of hiding. He's probably been there the whole time. Just kidding. They don't really like cold,
Penelope.
by the way. So it's warm enough that spider is starting to move around. It's kind of like snakes. They're the same way. You know what I have not seen? I have not seen any snakes driving out to Dad's. Usually you'll see a lot of garter snakes out there because we don't have rattlers out that way.
When we had Ayla over on the 4th,
Yeah.
she walks out the back door. She's like, there's a snake. There's just a snake right in the middle of our paved driveway right there.
Oh, yeah.
Right out the back door. It's just
hanging out, just doing its thing, like I'm a snake.
I chased it over
I'm a
to the
slithery
bushes.
little snake.
I don't want the chickens to kill it.
Snake. I'm a snake. I'm a slithery little snake. Chris is like, Sammy just used the same finisher as that Zoe Stark girl from NXT. Robbie says, oh, my man looks ready to go bowling with that shirt on. What man? Where?
Bowl it up.
CBP says, counting release people from World, it's over 900 million? I don't know. Robbie says, is Ford any good as a wrestler?
No. She just looks really good. She does okay, though.
She does average.
But she's not ever going to win any titles or compete against any top women to win. But she can compete against them to lose.
Right.
She looks really good.
Oh,
She's like the Lana of AEW.
Alita says he poured Kahlua on his head. Oh, that's what that was.
That was my
It
mom's
was
favorite.
alcohol. I'm sure it still is if you gave her some. Isn't it Kahlua and root beer or something? Or is it Coke? Coke and Kahlua.
She just likes Kahlua, but I don't know what else.
Oh. There was something you always had me get for her. Like every once in a while.
Yeah, just Kahlua.
I always had it. I think it was a Coke though too. Chris says, "Oh yeah, Ford."
You wouldn't
looking
have had to
hot.
get that because there was always Coke in that.
Right. Sophie says, "I guess the rumor about the WWE and New Japan is no big deal now." Huh?
Yeah, I have no idea where they're at.
Sophie says, "Do you see them holding a major pay-per-view like a Royal Rumble or Mania in a different country?"
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of these times they're gonna not Survivor Series. I don't think that one would be because that's Thanksgiving type thing. But I could see them doing the Royal Rumble in another country for sure. Maybe a SummerSlam. I don't know what country that would be though. They couldn't do SummerSlam in Australia because it'd be winter. But that would be the cool one to do, right? Like WrestleMania, but in Australia. So it's warm. Look at the power!
Good for her. I think they were...
Probably thinking England. And yes, I really do think they'll do a major pay-per-view in England.
They
Or
would,
a pay-per-view at least.
yeah, they could totally do that. Rob is like the previous match. Oh, the dude in the previous match. I don't remember who that was now. Riley says, hate spiders. Penelope, cute. Lucky Kip. Lucky man. Should be good. Penelope, finisher, good. Gets on shoulder, chucks them in air, gutbuster in midsection like Liv Morgan does. Sophie says, Brock's new look is very weird.
Is that really his real look? Because if that's true, that's weird. He's got long hair.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh. And a beard.
Oh, okay. Riley's like, Cena, boo. Pico's like, Yuka bringing back parachute pants like MC Hammer.
Yes.
I thought they were genie pants. Because she's the magical girl. Is her nickname. So I thought that was like her genie pants. My bad. I guess they're parachute pants for MC Hammer.
Same thing.
Eva's like, I feel like when I turn the lights on again, it's going to come back out. So I've decided to just not go to sleep.
Giving up on it, huh? You're like, nope.
You're silly.
And nope. You're making life-changing decisions at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Done. Sleep is over. Never doing it again.
Oh God. Shit. Penelope's done.
If she's not, then we have a problem. She's like, no, get back over.
Like
I'm not done with you. I need you to just...
There's no way she's jumping that far. Oh, I guess she gets... Penelope's moving closer.
Penelope's like, do I move this way, that way? She's like, no, you gotta stay over there.
Oh, God. She landed it!
She did it! Wow, Yuka! Sakayaki. Sakazaki. There we go, I got it. Yeah. Sakazaki. Yuka Sakazaki. The magical girl.
God bless AEW's cameramen. WWE, they would have panned to a completely different angle.
They're like, oh, Penelope, have your legs out there, huh?
They're like, let's do this one. No, let's do this one.
This looks like, oh. Let's look over here. What's going on over here? Am I supposed to have the camera on the winner? Eva says that, and then Sophie says, do you see Roman
Look
Reigns?
at that, next week. Championships on the line
Moxley.
again. John Moxley versus the
Lance
Murder Hawk.
Archer. It's up
next, Darby Ethan Page.
Wow. It's happening. It's happening. Yeah. Sophie says, do you see Roman Reigns having a Walter-like reign by holding the championship for 2 years? Or do you see him dropping it to someone before that the 2-year mark?
That's a tough one. I don't see anybody right now that can beat him on either roster. I mean, it looks like they're probably going to move Drew McIntyre over to SmackDown, would be my guess.
Yeah.
So he has somebody to feud with for a while. But not going to last, because I don't see him beating him either.
Fridays. Less
Just
distraction. Dumb. More action.
I mean, I guess it'll be a quick hour, because if they're going to do more action, that means they're going to have like 4 matches or 5 in an hour. It's going to be like Friday, August 13th. We'll be right over our 2-year.
Yeah, it's happening. Robbie Ford equals Liv Morgan. Robbie's like Pickle and mixed like a genie, right? Sophie says Drew said in an interview he did with Austin that he wants a WrestleMania in England, like they did for SummerSlam in England in the early 90s.
It would work. And those English fans are fantastic. They chant. They are engaged.
Mm-hmm. Robbie's like, she could be in Aladdin with that look, right? Alita says, Yuka. Sakazaki. Raleigh says the men in Varsity Blondes, they signed a full-time contract with AEW this week. Griff and Pillman Jr. just need to sign Julia Hart, their cheerleader. She's good in the ring on Elevation. Love that team. That's a cute little team. Robbie says AEW camera people know what the viewers want. Well, the viewer isn't Travis.
Yes, I'm the only person that wanted to see that.
I didn't even see it, so I have no idea. Sophie says, I missed when the WWE used to do pay-per-views in the United Kingdom or England before they stopped it in the early 2000s. Eva says, the wardrobe is like glued to the wall, and there's a small crack at the top. That's where he's gone. So I'm going to try and spray hairspray into it and see what happens.
Well, God. You're not going to find out what happens, because even if you got him, he's not coming out.
Yeah, he's going to be in there forever if you do that. He'll be like, ew.
Don't light it on fire.
Yeah, do not
light that on fire.
Light it on fire.
If you're going to spray it behind wood,
do not do that. Don't.
No touchy.
No fire. No fire. We know how much we love fire, but no fire. We want you to still have a home. Sophie says John Cena is one of those guys that isn't a Grand Slam champion, even when he has been part of the WWE for 19 years.
Although I do want to tell that story to my children, that a friend of ours lit their house on fire to kill his fire. But don't do it. Don't you be the other end.
So the funny part about it is you see those memes, right, where they're like tearing down an old a McDonald's and rebuilding it or whatever, like they have in our town a few times, and revamping it or whatnot, right? Mm-hmm. So they'll leave the sign up there, and it'll say something like, "We got the spider," or something like that, or "There was a spider," or something. You know what I mean? To completely take your house down because there was a spider. Alita's like, and I've enjoyed the ride for sure. Yeah, Alita, enjoyed that ride. Chris is like, technically Walter is the best wrestler in WWE since he's been champ for 2 years. Is he the best, or is there just not an opportunity for somebody else to take it away because England closed up all their stuff for so long? Like, were they even actively wrestling during all of last year? I mean, granted, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be champion, but I'm just saying, was he able to defend his championship?
And does he have real opponents?
Piccolo says, what title is Cena missing at, Sophie? And Ravi says, Cena overrated in my opinion. I agree. Sophie says, I wonder what Edge's storyline would have been if he wasn't injured for a full year.
Yeah, I do wonder that, if he would have won the title.
Alita's like, fill it in with glue. Just glue him in there. He'll never come out again. Sophie's like, the title that Apollo Crews has.
The Intercontinental Championship.
He's never had the Intercontinental Championship, huh? Aoife says, can I just burn my wardrobe? Who needs clothes anyway? The problem of it is the crack is behind the wardrobe. And if you spray hairspray in it followed by fire, the fire will start wall and wardrobe on fire. Not just the wardrobe. Robbie says, didn't Cena get married when he said he would never do that? Yes, he married some weird Canadian girl. My question now, the question of the day is, this is going to be the great part, is he going to pop out some more kids with her? Because she's way younger than him, by the way.
Pop out a couple of babies.
So, she's like in some other profession or something. And Aoife says, yeah, I'll fill it in tomorrow. That's a good idea. Sophie says, the only reason Walter is part of NXT UK because he doesn't want to move to the United States full time.
Right.
Right. CBP says, favorite NFL team?
Dolphins.
Nothing's over if you're underground.
It's only 15 minutes.
That's weird, huh?
These are usually half-hour matches.
Yeah. Chris says, no, Walter is actually good. Well, nobody's saying Walter isn't good. Nobody's saying he's not a good wrestler. I'm saying because of
how many months did he not wrestle?
How many months were they closed completely down where he was not able to wrestle at all? Basically, what I've heard from the people in here from the UK, England was closed down for almost a year. Like, where they were not allowed to do anything.
He's got an old-fashioned skateboard, like from the 80s. Remember that
cool.
Gleaming the Cube type skateboard?
Oh, wow.
I'm going to have to watch that show now.
Huh. Let's see.
Oh, he talked him right out of the gate.
Dang.
And then the referee rang the bell.
He's not playing at all. He didn't even get his jacket thingy off yet.
Darby the house elf. What does he have on?
Lolita says, don't worry, Ayla, I would be
What
up
is that?
to until... Aoife. She's talking to Aoife.
He's got a steel plate on his back.
Wow.
It's going to end fast. This match doesn't have much time to get going.
I guess he really wanted to make sure he won in a cheating kind of way.
Oh! Flew through there, knocked somebody's pop or beer down.
Oh, that's just not
It's $80 right there going.
Right? Lolita said, don't worry, Aoife, I would be up until I killed it too. Sophie says John Cena also changed his mind about wanting kids as well. Who knows what Nikki Bella thinks of that.
Oh, somebody's in there!
Somebody and has a kid. She's good.
Scorpio Sky was in there!
Well, that's not right.
No wonder it took 8 guys to carry the box.
So, question.
Oh, shit!
I know it's a coffin thing, but does that mean other people can be involved? Is this not
there's
like
no disqualification. There's the Stinger.
Okay.
The Stinger just showed up.
It's Sting! Sophie's like, John Cena also changed his mind about it. And CBP says, Steelers all the way. Alita says, rise up, baby. Aoife says, what if it has children? There could be a whole family back there. So you're saying that there's an egg sack too? Oh my goodness. Sophie's like, I don't watch football. Chris is like, but I get what you mean. Chris also says, but just like Kaylee Ray is also good as well. Right, Sophie says NXT UK was shut down for most of last year. They just opened back up at the beginning of November or December of last year. Exactly. Luke says, hi all. Hey, Luke.
Hey, there's Luke.
So what are we complaining about tonight? Spiders?
We've got a spider sighting.
We have a spider issue. We've got a spider. Poor Aoife. She's got spider issues, and she's not able to go back to sleep because of
Scorpio
spider,
on his feet.
who is decided.
Oh, Sting!
Ouch!
Crushed his family jewels.
He's like, you will have no more children if you have any, and you will have no more. Oh, garbage can,
Hit
a
him with
plastic
a
one.
plastic
That's
garbage
nothing.
can. Taking it right to him.
They're like, oh my god, he's not paying attention. Touch him.
Empty plastic garbage can, just shattering his spine.
Totally.
Darby moves out of the way.
Riley's like, I like the Saints.
Is that Jesus? Jesus is in the audience.
Wow, there is Jesus. Oh my god, the world's ending.
Jesus is at
Jesus
AEW.
is at AEW Wrestling in Texas. Oh my god, it's Jesus. Riley says, I like the Saints, but Drew Brees retired, so probably not that good now. I like NFL, and I'm from the UK. Hope Darby wins this one. It's a coffin match he has to win, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's cool that you're into the NFL and you are from England. Or the UK.
Well, some Saints, huh? Like those Saints. Drew Brees.
Drew Brees.
Yeah, he finally retired and decided that he should probably have a life outside of football.
Jamarcus Russell's their quarterback now, I think. Which is pretty cool. He was a top pick. I think he was the number 1 overall pick for Tampa Bay years ago.
Ravi's like, what the F is that still plate all about? I don't know.
It was just so he could knock him out early.
He just wanted to be able to throw his back at him and not get hurt. Or it's like, you should make that It's Sting a soundbite, right? Aaliyah's like, spiders carries their babies on their backs.
Some of them do, yes.
Some of them will do that, but
I
not
have
all
seen
spiders.
that. I see it outside every once in a while when I pick up some wood.
Some spiders do that, but a lot of them have egg sacs and then they die. Like in Charlotte's Web. Haven't you ever seen that? She has her little egg sac and then she dies. And then the little baby spiders go off, but 3 of them stay because they're tiny. And they stay with Wilbur for their lives.
I did not know this. I've never seen it or read it.
Sophie's like, good night. Good night, Sophie. Aoife
See you,
says,
Sophie.
I have very bad spider problems, so sleep has been put on hold for now. Luke's like, I just got home from getting plastered with Jade at a get-together. LOL. Let's go, Chiefs. Sweet. Finally getting some time off, huh? And you'd go get plastered. Yeah, you
Sounds
should probably
fantastic.
not act like a wall, and then you probably wouldn't get plastered. Just saying. Alita's like, hi, Luke, and Robbie says, do you have too many low-key jokes?
That was your dad joke of the evening. Don't act like wall and you want to get plastered.
Alita's like, stayed to help the pig. They sure did. The little babies. Her 3 of them. They all flew away on their little webs.
Mm-hmm.
They put their little string webs out there and they flew away. And he's like, where are you all going? And he was really sad. He was crying. It was a cartoon.
Are you tearing up?
What? No.
You're like,
I did not find that part sad. Charlotte dying was probably the saddest part of that whole show. But same with, like, Bambi's mom dying. So I don't like to watch those movies.
So I probably would have a bad experience with the Bambi one, too, because we saw that in the theater. They used to release those in the theaters.
E.T. made me cry.
But we're in the theater.
I still cry when I see E.T., so I don't watch it.
And we were with Jordan and Seth and Treon and us.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're in there, and Kristen's sitting there. She took us. And this is like in the 80s. We were all like
Little,
single digits.
Yeah.
And, the gunshot and, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Where's his mom? And then little Pete Moser. She's dead, stupid! I mean, like, we're in the theater.
Oh my god, all those horror, those little kids. Everybody's like...
So that's what I remember every time I think about it. It's like, so it always makes me smile when she gets shot, not sad.
Looks like my one day off this week, so of course we are drinking. Well, of course you are. Rob is like, go on, Luke getting pissed. Why would Luke get mad?
Look at this.
Luke's not mad.
He's got a turnbuckle.
Yeah, they took that turnbuckle off that bottom rope. That's a hook.
The hook. He's going to stick it right up his ass.
Why is he talking to it? Ew,
He kissed it. It's going to go right up his butt.
Yeah.
Oh no, right in his neck.
When did his necklace just break? It's weird. Raleigh says, "Is this the last match?
Oh!
Fast tonight finish in 5 or
It
so
did
minutes?"
break.
Yes, it is this is the main event for Fighter Fest Night 1. The coffin match. Is he making fun of him?
Yeah, because
he doesn't look like him enough to make fun of him.
He broke that necklace off of him, though.
Oh, Robbie's like pissed is UK slang for drunk plastered.
Yeah, pissed.
Oh, I see. In my vocabulary slang, it means
It's
angry.
so weird not seeing a bottom rope. Sorry.
I feel odd.
Oh!
Oh, he's fish hooking him.
He's got it deep, too.
He just said it, too. He's fish hooking him. That's funny. Darby's like, here, let me help you with this stair issue that we have.
Darby drop kicks it. Oh! Ethan's into the coffin. They gotta close the door, though.
Oh, hurry, close it. Hurry, get over there. Oh my gosh, there's so much time left. You're never going to make it.
There's plenty of time.
Ah, Robbie's like, or most of us in the UK say waved.
I'd say faded. So, yeah.
Oh, they're both in there now.
Oh, they're both in the coffin, guys.
What's the refs doing?
This is a giant pine
Why
box.
are they holding the lid?
So they can shut it.
Why are they shutting it? Are they both going to fall inside of it?
Possibly. That's very romantic.
I hope they do. It'd be funny. They're like, let's cuddle.
It's a huge coffin. They could.
Well, Darby is quite tiny. He's like the size of like a 12-year-old child.
Mm-hmm.
So, it would work. He's like the size of -1.
Look at this. How he's smashing him.
He's like, oh, smack your face. He's like, I smack it real good. Gross.
Oh, Darby's biting him. Wachati.
My lord. What is wrong with this guy and this wachatiness? Oh, shit.
Darby falls down to the concrete.
I think he got thrown, but sure, he fell down.
Does he have cutoffs on?
Yes.
So weird.
He has cutoffs on with tights under him. It's gross.
I
I
haven't
don't
seen
like
that
his outfit.
since junior high girls.
Yeah, well, he wears it. That is his wrestling outfit, and he wears it all the time.
I've just never done
Raleigh
it.
says plastered, sloshed, pissed, drunk, different words for different places. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Raleigh's like, Darby looks like Sting from back in the day.
Oh, yeah?
Does he?
Does he
when
look like...
Sting was like 13?
Look at this!
That might be what Sting looked like when he was like 13. Because I could see that. I could totally see it.
Flop. Oh, a stunner. Now he's up on the steps. He's going to hit him with that coffin
if he
drop.
had a spider on the back, we would talk about spiders.
He's going to hit him with that coffin drop. Here it is, guys. No, Ethan Page gets up. Splits his legs like the Red Sea.
Ooh. Ethan's like, I did it. I sprayed it. So hopefully it will suffocate. I kind of feel bad.
Oh,
It's usually
Darby!
what happens, honey. It's okay. You're fine.
3 o'clock in the morning. She's committing genocide.
She's like, take that, you bastard.
And to sleep.
I
feel bad.
I feel really bad about that, but I'm gonna get a really good night's sleep now. My murder has sufficed my inner hate and discontent.
You'll wake up and there'll be a spider with really nice hair. Darby's gonna reverse this. Rake in his eyes.
Oh my gosh.
He's not gonna be able to see.
Oh my god.
Now he's biting his eye.
Yeah, he's biting him. My lord, gross. He's like, he knew you wanted my mouth on your face.
There's the board. So is this Dex coming back in? Those 80s Dex?
Yeah. They're like... They brought the long...
Oh, he all in onto his back! Coffin is shut. Right now, it's over.
Done!
Ring the bell.
Darby
Darby
Allin
the house
wins.
elf.
And Riley's like, Darby gotta win, surely. He did. He did it. He did it! He won.
Darby wins.
Riley says, ha, funny, delete the 13, ha. Yeah, Darby looks really young, doesn't he? Yeah, and the problem of it is he's never gonna grow up. Like, he's gonna stay that tiny
He's like Gary
for
Coleman.
the rest of his life. Riley's like Darby Defo, 2D looking. Sophie says...
Or Emmanuel Stewart, whatever his name was. That his name?
Something like that. Sophie says the WWE promises that there will be 1 or 2 major surprises this weekend. Yes. Piccolo says, I always thought that I Love Turtles kid grew up to be Darby Allin. Chris says, on the stairs. Sophie says, fat guy in the little coat was one of Chris Farley's best lines.
Absolutely.
Raleigh says, Darby got to win Shirley. Oh, yeah, he already did. Read it. Let's hold it to you. It happened. It happened.
What's he do? Oh, he's going to coffin drop him?
Is he going to coffin drop on the coffin? I feel like that's probably not.
Sacrilege.
Not a good idea.
Jesus is there.
I know, Jesus is there. Oh, he did.
Oh!
Coffin drop into the coffin on him.
Look at all that wood. If you didn't hit right, that would hurt.
Oh my god. Look at all that money he just wasted. That thing's like worth fucking a fortune. A fortune! I tell you, a fortune! Robbie's like, LOL, Gary Coleman. Aoife's like, Spider Hair Salon now open for business behind Aoife's wardrobe. Just so everybody knows where it's at. Okay?
The
All
Lion,
ye
the Witch,
spiders
and the
out there
wardrobe.
in the Ireland-verse. There is a wonderful Spider Hair Salon happening behind Aoife's wardrobe. Get there now. Everybody congregate. She's making some hairstyles. Robbie says, does TNT show any good TV shows?
I'm sure it does.
Sometimes they have some pretty good shows on TNT.
They've had Ready Player One for like a month or more.
Well, I'm talking about like series, like actual series.
They're usually cop shows.
I think they
Hey,
have.
what's the good one that we watched? Alienist.
Yeah, the Alienist was on there. That one was actually really good. So they've had a few on TNT that actually are pretty good stuff. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there are any others. I don't really watch a lot of stuff. Most of the time, the shows that I usually end up watching are on other channels. But they're probably owned by the same company. But they're just not on TNT. Sophie says, TNT usually meant for old people to watch the channel. I guess. Let's see. Sophie says, good night, you two. Good night, Sophie. Raleigh says, cool coffin drop into coffin. Jews bet Darby sore after every match. He has crazy moves. He does.
I'm sure he is.
And Aoife says, I hope it's dead anyway. I assume it would suffocate from breathing in unless he's in too far. But then he can't get out, so he might starve. I don't know. How about you don't worry about it?
Just move on with your life. Get into REM sleep.
Aoife's like, my mother is going to kill me for using the expensive hairspray, but I don't care, only the best for my clients. Exactly. All right. everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out with us for some AEW Dynamite tonight. We hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, morning, or day, whatever it is for you out there in our Wrestling Gab universe. Thanks for hanging out with us again. We really appreciate each and every one of you. If you're just kind of hanging out in the background, please don't forget to subscribe. Give us a thumbs up on the video. It helps with our algorithm and all that good stuff.
All right. Well, thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. We'll see you on Friday.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody.